Hello, welcome to the When I Have Spare Time podcast. My name is Frank, and I'll be sitting here talking to you for a few minutes. As usual, I'm dressed like it's minus 37 degrees here in my room. It is freezing cold. Which just means I'm wearing layers, lots of layers, lots of expensive layers. Because all I do is spend money on expensive clothes like Gucci and Old Navy. Only the best for me. Anyway, so I recently was, I recently received horrible news. Um, Billie, the bag lady Eilish, is going to headline Coachella. Now, those of you who, I don't know, are a fan of the show, maybe have listened more than once, have have probably heard me talk about Billie Eilish and how she's just really ugly. I mean, that's just the bottom line. She's ugly. I don't care that she can't sing. Her whisper singing, that's not singing. Okay. Um, I don't understand anyone who says that she's talented. I don't get it. Um, she's just an industry plant. She is a her persona is okay. First of all, she's a major, like major rock star, whatever I don't know how to classify her, but she's a major music star. Because I don't know what to call that music. I have no idea. In like the fact that the rock stations play her, I don't get it. Only place that should be playing Billie Eilish is like, I don't know, like do dumpsters have record players in them? Then she should be playing on that. But anyway, the fact that she's headlighting Coachella just shows that it's not about talent at all. It's just about who's popular. Let's put them on a stage. You know, it's really just we're gonna have a bunch of like rich people are gonna come down to the desert because they're trying to act like that they're like regular people. So like let's just put on the most popular people out there who don't have any talent either because the people watching it don't know anything about music either, but they're rich so they want to be seen. But anyway, enough of me complaining about Coachella. It's not like I'm jealous that I'm not going. The only time that I feel like I quote unquote missed out on Coachella on any artist there was when Blackpink played Coachella. That's probably the only good band that's ever been there. Good group or whatever, like a group that actually has some talent. But I don't know, like there's just something so repulsive about Billie Eilish that I don't know, like I didn't really care about Coachella before in all seriousness, but now I'm disappointed in Coachella. I feel like Coachella is a simp, and just made a $500 donation to this Twitch girl who happens to be Billie Eilish just because she showed some cleavage. I'm like, what are you doing? What are you doing? Billie Eilish, and you've heard me say this before, Billie Eilish is hard to look at. I mean, she is hard to look at. I was watching, I forgot who it was, so I apologize for not mentioning your name. But I was watching just a random video on YouTube, and the guy was just talking about the news, and like Billie Eilish was, oh no, because like he said the name Billy because he was talking about like someone named Billy, but as a joke he flashed Billie Eilish's face on the screen because he said Billy, and it physically hurt me. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating. It physically made me repel back, like it made me flinch. The physical pain I felt. It wasn't like I felt this pain because first of all, it's shocking to just have something so ugly appear out of nowhere. Then you add everything else to that, the voice, her apparently her recent revelation that she's been making public that porn ruined her life because when she was 11, once again, everyone's trying to be a victim these days, and I don't have to rehash the story, but porn ruined her life because she was exposed to it at 11. Now that's called you have bad parents. Like, if you're 11 years old and watching porn on a regular basis, that's just because you have bad parents. So good job, parents. But anyway, or like maybe that's why her face is so jacked up because it's in like a permanent shock or something. I don't know. I don't know. But her scrambled brain and scrambled face, they go very well together. But anyway, so I want all of you, if you were considering going to Coachella, don't. Just don't. Okay? Unless you're gonna go there and keep your eyes closed and wear earplugs the whole time, then there's no reason to go. I can't. I don't understand. Well, I think I do understand why Billie Eilish is popular. Obviously, because she's ugly, and there's a lot of ugly people out there who probably relate to her. They're like, "Oh, well, that's me on stage." I could totally picture someone doing that too. That's my representation. Yeah, that's me up there, an ugly chick who's been addicted to porn since she was 11. That's me. Who whisper sings. Whisper singing is people who sing like that because they can't sing. Put Billie Eilish, put Billy the Kid Eilish, Billy the Bag Lady Eilish. Billy I look like a French bulldog Eilish. You put her Billy Broken Mirror Eilish. You put her up on a stage. Hell, at Jock's Daily's, my favorite bar in Culver City. You put her on that stage Thursday night and have her sing karaoke. She can't do it. She'll be booed off the stage. And they'll do it at that bar. Cause I don't only people they allow on stage are hot chicks and people who can actually sing. Jesus Christ. Billie Eilish is so repulsive. She makes me angry. I mean, hell, I've only talked about her like this, like, I don't know, 45 times. People, we gotta stop propping up these. I don't even know what to call her. I don't know what to call her. Her first impression has left me ill. Okay? I'm sorry. You come out looking like a bag lady, you're gonna get treated like a bag lady. Not that I've ever really interacted with bag ladies, but if I did, I wouldn't treat her right. If a bag lady walked up to me, I'd be like, bitch, get out of my face. Take your bags with you. Anyway, whatever. Enough about her. She's so ugly. It's ruining my charming personality. So I don't know who keeps track of this stuff, but I hate it when I see something or hear about something that's so trivial. Where like history has been made. The first insert identity politics here person has done something that's really not a big deal. Hoyeon Jung, she plays the North Korean defector in Squid Game. And I'm horrible with Korean names, but she plays the character Kang Sabyak in Squid Game. Anyway, she made history by being the first solo Korean woman on the cover of Vogue. Now, first, let me say, who cares? Hoyeon Jung, she's a, Korean model turned actress, or maybe she's a Korean actress turned model. I don't know. She's very good looking, though. I'll say that. But anyway, the fact that she's the first Korean woman on the cover of Vogue, or solo, I mean, alone, I mean, who cares? I don't know. Why is this a big deal? Like, in the year 3000, Are they gonna like be teaching this in like some random whatever you know I don't know like in Culver High during history class in the year 3000? Is there gonna be a teacher who's like, and on this day in 2022, the first Korean woman was on the cover of Vogue? Groundbreaking. No, no one gives a fuck. Why do we make stuff like this a big deal? I don't understand. Like everyone's trying to make all these labels so we can make stuff a big deal. So like if I make the cover of Vogue, am I gonna be the first 5'10", 100 whatever 65-pound bald guy who plays rhythm guitar in a punk band that's made up, who has a slight drinking problem and is I don't know, subscribed to 36 OnlyFans? I mean, like, do we have to break it down like that? Because if I made the cover of Vogue, that's how I would have to be like mentioned in history, so I could be known as the first. You know, it's just so stupid. People are people. Okay, it doesn't matter that she's Korean. She's a human being. There have been thousands of human beings on the cover of Vogue. They just all happen to look different. You know, we got to stop with this. Like, oh my God, it's groundbreaking. She's not Korean. She's a hot chick. That's why she's a hot, very popular chick. Squid Game was one of the most popular streaming shows on the planet. It's like Squid Game was worldwide, loved and watched. She's on the cover of Vogue because she's famous. That's all. She's worldwide famous. So of course Vogue is gonna put her on the cover because she'll help sell magazines. That's all. There's nothing groundbreaking about this. Do you think the editor of Vogue has like a list of things that haven't been on the cover in the magazine? And I'm assuming it's a woman. Yes, I'm assuming the gender of the editor of Vogue. I hope I'm not dead naming anyone. Like I give a fuck. Do you think that the editor of Vogue has like a list of things that haven't been on the cover of Vogue? It's like, okay, we gotta get a we have to get a bisexual trash compactor around here quick. We gotta be the first. No, they do not think like that. They're thinking, who's gonna help sell this magazine? Who can we put on the cover that's gonna sell some product? It's all about making money. It's not about making history. If the only way this magazine would fly off the shelf is if you put a 5'4" bald white woman who's juggling otters, if that's the only way this magazine would sell, then that's the only thing that they would have on the cover. Okay? Forget about breaking history or whatever you want to call it. No one gives a rat's ass about that. The only people who care about that are people who have pronouns in their name on Twitter. And those people don't buy anything. In fact, those people are annoying. She's very pretty though. But I'm not gonna buy the magazine. But whatever, good for her. But I don't feel like the world's a better place because there's a Korean woman on the cover of Vogue who just happens to be worldwide famous and hot. You're you're acting like Vogue is groundbreaking because they put a model on the cover who just happens to be Asian or South Korean. Get my labels right. Next thing you know, she's gonna probably come out as a non-binary, cis, non-gender neutral. That's so Vogue can break all these other records in history, 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 history. Who gives a fuck? Anyway, I did not know this. I just found this out. And when I say just found this out, I mean like 10 minutes ago. Because I've been asleep all day, face down on a desk. Because I have, Or well, I ran out of cocaine, and just like the Energizer Bunny, I just stopped working. Alec Baldwin, the killer, that killer actor, Alec Baldwin. He still hasn't handed over his phone to the police, despite a search warrant that was issued a month ago. The real news story is, it's been a month, and he hasn't been arrested over this. If 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 anyone else had a search warrant issued a month ago to hand something over to the police, we wouldn't get that extra time. Okay, so what's really going on? Does Alec Baldwin, like, I don't know, like, own all the donut shops or something like that? So like the police are like, well, I don't know, I don't want to force him. It's been a month. Name name a normal person who can defy a search warrant for a month and not have anything happen to them. That's the real story. It's been a month, and it's a friggin' murder case basically. So you're telling me a person like me or you, whatever, like, gets into some trouble with the police, they file a search warrant. I don't. Listen. I don't know what the proper words are. Okay, listen. I played a cop on a soap opera for 4 episodes. Okay, so like that's all I know. So I'm not an expert on this stuff. You gotta, once again, do your own research. But if a person like me or you, okay, got into some legal trouble, and the cops were like, "We have a search warrant, Frank. You need to hand over your I don't know, hand over your anime collection." And the first time I'm thinking, oh shit, I gotta hide all the hentai. Oh no, I gotta hide all my lolicon. If the cops issued a search warrant to search my anime collection, and I take a month and still haven't given it over, dude, all hell, like, dude, they would have burned this house down. They would have brought a SWAT team, knocked down the door 3 times, confiscated everything, just like in those Korean dramas, in those K dramas, that they'd have left the house with all these like blue boxes with anime falling out of it. Okay, it's been a month. The public should be outraged that Alec Baldwin can just do what he wants. It's been a month. Oh, search warrant be damned. Like, does the legal system apply to everyone? No, apparently not. Apparently not. Apparently the legal system is nothing. If you're Alec Baldwin, you get to kill a chick. You get to do an interview and say, "Oh, I'm not guilty." Like, he kills a chick, then does an interview a week later going like, "I'm not guilty," and then the cops file a search warrant to get his phone, and he won't give it to him. This fool can just do whatever he wants. Okay, he's got tiger blood, and I thought Charlie Sheen was crazy. No, Alec Baldwin. This fool has the tiger blood. Okay, whatever Alec Baldwin's doing, I want to do too, because like I want that kind of clout. Give me some of that. Give me some of that power. Because I am jealous. That is one celebrity where I'm like, dude, you get to do that. You get to kill a person. They go on TV and go like, I don't feel guilty about it. And then the cops are like, give me your phone, and you're like, no, dude. Alec Baldwin. He must know the right people. You know. He must know someone who's in charge of like all the flour. You know, because like without the flour you can't make donuts. He he must have a 51% like whatever, like stock control of I don't know, King's Miss Flour, the number one flour distributor in New York. Did you know that? I don't know. I just made that up. Before I go, because I could talk about Alec Baldwin all day because it just shows you how stupid the the American justice system is, and all of us already know, and that doesn't make anyone feel better by talking about it. Um, but Kelly Osbourne got skinny. You know I love talking about women in a great positive way. Kelly Osbourne got skinny. Now, before I say what I'm gonna say, just remember I'm sexist. She is finally worth acknowledging. Kelly Osbourne used to look like a stuffed pig. Now she looks like a starving pig. Anyway, I hope you guys have enjoyed this show. I hope you all have a good day or evening, and I will talk to you guys tomorrow. Have a good one. Peace.